It is obvious that Nigeria can't go any further, can't get any better if the status quo stays. What am I trying to say? When Nigerians are not allowed to choose who govern them, there can obviously never be a better Nigeria. Listen, Nigeria have the kind of leadership who don't need the people to get to power. And as such, when they get to power, they don't care about the people. That obviously is the reason why Nigeria is where it is today. So, for as long as Nigeria would not choose their leaders, they should expect worse than we have now. And based on this, I've always called for INEC and the judiciary reform. It has been something I've done series of videos on. But because my platform is not large yet, my video seems not to have gone anywhere. And based on that, I'm begging you, whoever will be seeing this video, wherever and whenever, please share this video so that it will get to as many as possible and perhaps get to those that will be able to act. Now, let's start from here. INEC and the judicial reform is necessary for the betterment and growth of Nigeria. When the people chooses their leader, when the people choosing who govern them, there is every chances that we'll get better governors. That is certain. Now, I'll be calling out notable people like Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, a man who have run severally to be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And in all of those times, he has been denied. And I stand to say, not in all of those times have he actually lost the election based on the vote of the people, but because of the power that being decided by the power brokers. And in a situation where we'll have a transparent, credible, free and fair election, maybe Alhaji Atiku would have been president in one of those times. But sir, why have you not been calling for an electoral reform? Is it that you believed that you need to rig an election to get to power? Being an opposition should also mean telling the government what to do and what is right, but none of you. The man whom I'm wearing his cap, a former NBA president and a former governorship candidate at Edo State, which is my home state, a man I supported so much, a man I believe his dreams. As you can see, sir, I still wear your cap, which tells I'm a strong supporter of who you are. But one thing I don't understand about you, sir, Olumide Akpata, since you lost the governorship election in Edo State, you seem to have disappeared. Where are you, sir? Your supporters, we are not hearing from you. We've not seen you. We've not heard anything. If you lost an election, there is every chance it is better you speak as the opposition, putting the sitting government to their toe. Isn't that what is right? But I'm putting this message to you as an NBA former president who have headed the legal body of this country. Don't you think there is every need for you to champion a cause like reforming the judiciary and the INEC, making them independent of the executive? Great people like the great Ogboro of Delta State, who have contested the election to be governor of Delta State over 4 times, but have been denied. Not that he have actually lost election 4 times. In some of those times, he actually won the election. Maybe my Delta people would clarify that. But was he ever governor? No, because the power that being would not let it. In a transparent, credible, free and fair election, Ogboro would have been governor of Delta State. And for so many like this, who have been denied the access to be governor based on rigging and all other electoral manipulation, why are you guys not speaking up? Election, INEC and the judicial reform should be at the forefront. It should be the only thing everywhere many Nigerians are talking about today. Cry to the executive, cry to the Senate, tell them we want our judiciary and INEC to be reformed. They should be made independent of the executive and the presidency. If they say no, or they're going to tell us that it will require the constitutional amendment, I mean the fraudulent and criminal constitution currently guiding us. And when they say so, we will tell them to amend the constitution. After all, the constitution is amendable. Amend it to accommodate INEC and judicial reform. And upon the refusal of this, then it will be justified for every Nigerian who cares about the future of Nigeria to hit the streets. We will be on the street for as long as possible until they yield to our cry. They must not keep rigging election, rigging themselves into power and telling us to go to court. The same court they occupy. In an election where transparency and credibility is visible, nobody goes to court. So based on this, I beg everybody who may have seen this video to please lend their voice, share it. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, Omoyele Sowore, Olumide Akpata, His Excellency Peter Obi, Chief Ogboru of Delta State, Omoyele Sowore, and every other names that I may not be able to mention. For as long as you've been a victim of election rigging in Nigeria, we need INEC and Judiciary reform. Without that, we go nowhere. Nigeria cannot continue to retrogress. Allow the few cabals, the few hawks impose themselves on us and do with us whatever they care. It doesn't make sense. Nigeria is too great of a nation to be where it is today. And based on this, I am a lover of Nigeria. I will choose no other country on earth over Nigeria. A better Nigeria is my dream. A better Nigeria will give me joy. A better Nigeria, even when I will not witness it, will give me joy even in my grief. For this, I'm willing to do everything possible. That is why when I talk on this camera, I talk without fear. I don't care what they can do. But all I know, I speak the truth. And if they come after me for that truth, may they never know peace. And for the names I've mentioned, these notable Nigerians, and for every well-meaning Nigerians, please, let's take this seriously. We must compel the Senate to do what is necessary. The INEC and the judiciary must be reformed. And if it requires amending the fraudulent constitution, they should start doing that. Or else, this should give us a reason to occupy the streets of Nigeria, and it will be justifiable in the eyes of every well-meaning human being, whether local or international. I rest my case.